Judge Von V, court is now in session. Judge, this is the case of the Griffiths.
Thank you.
Yes.
You all may be seated. Mr. Griffith, you brought this case before the court.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, what's going on?
Well, I'm raising 2 grandkids. I'm the legal guardian of those 2 grandkids. They were sired by my son here.
Oh, this is your
Dude,
son.
man.
That's my son.
Okay.
Sometimes embarrassed to admit it, but anyway. And so I'm here today to try to get him to start contributing to the raising of these children. Now, I'm a personal banker. I've made decent money over the years.
Okay.
I'm hitting retirement age, and I just think it's time for him to start paying.
Judge Vanda Bailey presides over the Griffith Asteris case, a legal battle between a grandfather and his son over child support. At the center of the dispute, Mr. Griffith, the children's grandfather and legal guardian, takes his own son to court, demanding financial assistance. He argues that his son has contributed nothing while he alone has shouldered the responsibility of raising the children since their mother left. As the case unfolds, it sparks a deeper conversation about parental duty and financial accountability, with Judge Bailey set to deliver a pivotal ruling.
I agree with that. Are these children involved in any type of extracurricular activities or anything?
Oh yeah, they're getting up to the age where sports are there. I'm having to run across town to soccer and then
I'm there too, man.
Obviously
Well-
not, and I'm not talking to you, so I need you to wait your turn.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Yes, ma'am.
I hate to admit it, but I've told him since he was a kid he's worthless, and I think it's bearing out. But,
Well, sir, that's not very nice, and we're not here to talk about your son in that way. We're here to get some support, financial support for your grandkids, okay?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Yeah, you're right.
Okay. So, kids involved in extracurricular activity, your son, their dad is not helping. Has he given you any money at all for the kids?
He has given me no money at all, and he's not taking responsibility. He comes by and sees the kids occasionally, but he has not been much of a father to them at all.
Okay. Where is the mother?
Well, she couldn't take much, I guess, of him anymore, so she left.
I kicked her out.
You what?
Excuse
kicked
me?
her out.
Excuse me.
I bet.
Yes, ma'am.
In just a moment, you can have your time. Just a moment. So she's not.
During his testimony, Mr. Griffith emphasizes that he has been the sole provider for his 13 and 15-year-old grandchildren. Frustrated, he reveals that their father, his own son, has neither contributed financially nor taken on any meaningful parental role. The rising costs of the children's extracurricular activities have only added to his burden. Determined to hold his son accountable, Mr. Griffith seeks the court's intervention. After recognizing the grandfather's unwavering dedication, Judge Bailey shifts focus to hear the father's side of the story.
I think there's something, if I may, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
I think there's something that, in case he doesn't volunteer it, he has just recently got a settlement to a lawsuit.
Oh.
And that's the main reason, at $15 an hour, I wouldn't have brought him to court.
Oh.
Because it wouldn't have been worth the...
Now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. I could definitely see why he did not want to bring you to court for $15 an hour. So he's not very truthful, obviously, because he's looking at me with his mouth open like he is so confused.
He's just mad because of my car.
Well, you know
Just
what?
admit it.
Sir, I'm upset at the fact that when I ask you why you were not providing any financial support, you try to give me this sob story about $15 an hour. And you have a settlement. Let me ask your dad, because I don't think I'm going to get too much honesty out of you. How much is this settlement?
Well, my understanding is that his portion of it, I guess after legal fees and all, was about $100,000.
$100,000?
Oh, man. Come on.
You think it's funny? You think this is funny? You think it's a game?
I think it's funny.
You think it's funny?
Yes.
Why? Because you got more than
Because-
that? You want to tell me you got more than that?
No.
So why is that funny? You're
Because I
not.
don't have $100,000.
So you didn't. So your father's not being honest about the settlement.
Well, I may have gotten it, but I don't have it anymore.
Okay,
I
so
got braces, man. 'cause you
it
didn't
does
get 'em
not
for me.
cost. Excuse me, sir. What type of crazy do you think I am? It does not cost $100,000 for braces.
I got a couple other things too. I mean, there might be some left.
Okay, and you didn't bring that to court with you, did you? To show the proof of that.
That
Yes or
was
no?
in my name.
Did you bring any documents to court to show that you are not in possession of this money? You didn't, did
No.
you? No, you didn't. Actually, you did. Your dad turned in your settlement judgment. You actually got a settlement for $102,000.
It was a while back.
Junior insists that paying child support is unrealistic, given that his part-time job pays only $15 an hour. However, his father swiftly counters, revealing a crucial detail. Junior recently settled a lawsuit for a staggering $122,000. Judge Bailey, unimpressed by the lack of transparency, demands an explanation. When Junior tries to downplay the windfall, claiming most of it went toward braces and other expenses, the judge remains unconvinced. This revelation turns the case on its head, setting the stage for the court to determine a fair child support ruling.
I guess blowing that money off made you lose your memory, huh? So what we're getting ready to do is make you pay child support to your dad. I'm glad that you think it's a joke, because we're not about to joke, and I want to see that same smile on your face when I read these numbers out to you on how much you're going to pay on child support. Okay, so at $102,000, I have your gross at $8,500, which brings your net to a total of $6,525.63. Okay, health insurance. Who pays health insurance?
I do, Your Honor.
How much is health insurance?
$250 a month.
$250. So we're going to make you reimburse that to your dad for health insurance, okay? So as I was saying, net $6,525.63. That would bring your child support before the reimbursement to $1,631.41. Did you need to write it down? $1,631.41 plus $250 would be $1,881.41, your monthly obligation. And I gave you credit for both kids.
I make $2,000 a month.
Okay, but you also have a settlement for $102,000. And I'm deeming that income because under Texas law, I have the right to do that.
Okay.
So your child support is not going to be set at $15,000. Based on $15 an hour. Because I'm sure you spent the $15 an hour getting those braces, not that $102,000. It's not going to work.
I'm afraid, Your Honor, he has spent a lot of the rest of that too. I think that's the reason he's hawing about
Well,
what he is.
you know what, sir, and it's fine if he did, because he has to be able to give you $1,800 a month in child support. Otherwise, you'll have far more serious issues. Okay?
Right.
Anything further?
Well, I love my grandchildren, but I've told him along the way, once he hooked up with the lady he married, that he had all the fun, so it's been his responsibility to help take care of them. This is the first time he's ever had to pay up.
Well, and I thank you for bringing him to court and making him responsible, sir.
Okay.
If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Sure. Take Visa. This is great, man.
Considering the $122,000 settlement, Judge Bailey sets Mr. Griffith Jr.'s child support obligation at $1,881.41 per month, including coverage for the children's health insurance. She clarifies that under Texas law, lawsuit settlements and other financial assets count as income when determining child support. After attempting to downplay his finances, Junior now faces a substantial financial responsibility. Meanwhile, his father, relieved to see justice served, thanks the judge for holding his son accountable. The film transitions to an instructional segment where Judge Bailey explains how Texas law factors settlements and other assets into child support calculations. She highlights the importance of honesty and transparency in court, reminding viewers that financial windfalls do not exempt parents from their responsibilities. As the case concludes, a call to action invites viewers to subscribe for more courtroom insights. This case serves as a powerful reminder that a parent's legal duty to support their children extends beyond regular income. Unexpected financial gains, such as lawsuit settlements, are also considered.